Have you ever wondered how countries maintain their authority, control their internal affairs, and manage their relationships with other countries? This intricate web of power and authority is woven around a concept known as sovereignty. In the realm of international relations, sovereignty is the supreme independent power exercised by a state over its territory, government, and people. It represents the freedom from external control or influence in a state's domestic affairs. The concept of sovereignty has its roots in the Peace of Westphalia in 1648, which brought an end to the 30 Years' War. This historic treaty established the principles of territorial integrity and non-intervention, marking the birth of the modern state system. Sovereignty, in essence, revolves around three key elements: territorial integrity, political independence, and legal equality. Each state owns its defined borders and expects others to respect them. It has the right to determine its political systems, enact laws, and govern its citizens without external interference. And finally, regardless of size, population, or economic strength, all sovereign states stand equal under international law. However, as immutable as it may seem, sovereignty is not absolute. Its traditional understanding has been challenged by several factors. The rise of globalization and interdependence among nations has necessitated a re-evaluation of sovereignty. The world today is interconnected like never before, and issues such as climate change, transnational terrorism, and pandemics call for international cooperation, sometimes at the cost of certain aspects of sovereignty. International organizations too have a role to play. Membership in bodies like the United Nations often means accepting international norms and regulations that can influence states' policies and decisions. The increasing emphasis on human rights has sparked debates about the legitimacy of external intervention in cases where a state violates its citizens' rights. The responsibility to protect doctrine, for example, challenges the absoluteness of sovereignty. Moreover, the growing influence of non-state actors such as multinational corporations, NGOs, and global movements also challenge the traditional state-centric perspective of sovereignty. States also engage with each other through bilateral and multilateral agreements, treaties, and diplomatic relations. These interactions often involve a delicate balance between asserting national interests and making compromises for the sake of cooperation. Thus, despite being a cornerstone of international relations, sovereignty remains a subject of ongoing debates and discussions, especially as the global community grapples with complex challenges that require collective responses. In conclusion, sovereignty, with its roots in the Peace of Westphalia, is a complex concept that involves territorial integrity, political independence, and legal equality. However, it is not an absolute concept, with factors such as globalization, international organizations, human rights, non-state actors, and state interactions constantly challenging and reshaping its understanding. As the world continues to evolve, so will the concept of sovereignty, making it a fascinating topic of study in international relations.